Hello, my dear young and energetic Physioron Army. A very warm welcome to Disha Vedantu YouTube channel. I'm your master teacher Neha ma'am. In today's session, we are going to discuss about Leonardo da Vinci, the great genius. Okay, I think you guys already know about Leonardo da Vinci. We will explore some interesting things about Leonardo da Vinci, who is known as the great genius. Okay, and the painting you can see, that is exactly Mona Lisa painting, which is done by Leonardo da Vinci. So let's start today's session. This is an interesting fact-based session, so we'll understand what's running inside the genius mind. Okay, so let's start the session. Yeah, okay, before starting the session, yeah, we'll just enter into who is Leonardo da Vinci. So why he is genius, why he is called as genius? So know that first. He is a polymath person. Polymath person, what is that? Polymath person is nothing but who is expert in different various kinds of fields. So you can see that he was a painter, he was a draftsman, he was an engineer, scientist, theorist, sculptor and an architect. So you can see varied varieties of fields in which he had the expertise. Science, arts and different forms of the fields, he had already expertise in those subjects. So he is called as the genius. He is a polymath person. And tell me in the comment section who are polymath like Leonardo da Vinci, who work on different kinds of areas, different subjects. Okay, moving forward. So he is famous for his notebook also. As he is famous, his notebooks are also extremely famous. So you can see that from the childhood, from the young age only, he was experiencing, he was studying through the different branches of science, different parts of the arts and all. So you can see subjects including anatomy, which comes under biology, anatomy, botany, so astronomy, physics. You can see combination, painting, right? So these kinds of every field. He was not like I'm only to this particular. He was not restricted himself, right? He was exploring himself in all the areas. And let me tell you why I bought this session, because you're at that stage. Okay, you have finished your 10th examination and you're wondering, what should I prefer? Where should I go next? Right? So keep an open mind. Don't restrict yourself to somewhere. If you have some goal, that's fine, that's okay. But if you want to choose something by yourself, keep an open mind and explore all the varied regions, varied fields that exist. Okay? So that will be good for you. So you can identify where your calling is for. Right? So let's move forward. So you can see some of the beautiful paintings and sculptures done by Leonardo da Vinci, which is extremely famous, like Mona Lisa, the Last Supper and the sculptures also. So this was just to introduce you about Leonardo da Vinci. Moving forward, let me give you one quote about Leonardo da Vinci. Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears and never regrets. So if you learn, you cannot think that I'm continuously learning, my mind will get exhausted. No, it's not possible. Learning will never make you fear, will never make you regret, why I read it, why I'm learning it. You'll never feel that, and it will never exhaust you also. So don't think learning as an energy draining process. Consider learning as energy gaining process. Fine, moving forward. So you can see a book written by Leonardo da Vinci, that is Codex. This was bought by Bill Gates. I hope you know Bill Gates, right? So they'll not buy some $1 billion, $1 million they'll give and do not buy some random books, right? So if he is paying this worth, so that book has such a information, such an important text, right? So we can see that not only Leonardo da Vinci, but at this time also his books are extremely famous, important and worth it. So how worth was the person? We can understand that, right? So it was 25 years ago book. He just paid $30.8 million for this book. Okay, we can understand the extreme intelligence in that, right? So if you see the job application, when Leonardo da Vinci wrote a job application, at that time king's rule used to be there in the kingdoms, right? He wrote a job application. In our job application, what we will write? Name, qualification, experience, right? Or these kind of things we'll be writing. But he wrote the exact plan to the, he didn't introduce, I am Leonardo da Vinci, I have studied this. He didn't do that. What he did, he wrote to the king that, so he wrote it like, I want to work in your kingdom because I know how to protect the kingdom from the enemies, right? So he gave the plan how to protect. And he said, I can improve the infrastructure. When everything is going well in the kingdom, I can improve the infrastructure, the drainage system. So he gave the practical ideas. If you hire me, these all things will go good in your kingdom. So who can reject that kind of application, right? So you can see the thinking ability, the new way, the new perspective which he used to have, right? So different, some unique, some extra is not bad, right? It's not necessary that what everyone does, a format should be followed by everyone, right? You can use your own interest, you can use your own, what I can say, beautiful structure, yeah, okay, you can, sorry what I'm saying. So you can express yourself in the way you like, right? Okay. So moving forward, another beautiful quote by Leonardo da Vinci. Study the art of science, study the science of art, develop your sense, especially learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. One of my favorite quotes by Leonardo da Vinci. Extremely beautiful quote. So we think art is a different field, science is a different field, but that's not, okay? You must be good with the art of science. The art of science, you must be aware of that. And science of art, art also has the science, okay? You know why the paintings of Leonardo da Vinci are so famous? Because he used to use the science in his art forms. Let me give you an example. In the Mona Lisa painting, he used the shadow work, the concept of physics in the painting of Mona Lisa. Did you guys know about it before? Tell me in the comment section, okay? So these kind of mixing of the fields, okay, polymath persons will be having ideas, will be having a knowledge of different fields, and they'll be mixing that to create something new. Okay, that kind of thing you can see. So art and science are not a different opposites, they can be combined, and I like it too. So being a science teacher, physics teacher, okay, I also prefer writing stories, the art forms, I also like it. And that's good to have the combination of two different varieties of fields. Is that clear? So, and also there is another thing given here. Develop your sense, especially learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. In this entire world, everything, every particle connects to some other thing, okay? Nothing is idealized, nothing is different from anything. Getting my point? I think it's not too heavy, so everything is connected to everything else. So that was the statement given by Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, this was about today's session. I hope you enjoyed the session and you got something ideas about Leonardo da Vinci. So yeah, this was about today's session. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe the channel and share the videos with your friends, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, this was about today's session. If you like the video, don't forget to tell me in the comment section that if you want more such kind of videos and which person you want to study. Tell me in the comment section. I'll be going through your comments. Thank you so much for today's session. Bye-bye.